Another situation that is happening. We talked about San Francisco 49ers there. So we didn't know Achilles was involved at all in any of the Christian McCaffrey offseason stuff. We thought it was calf, and then all of a sudden Schefter on like Monday of opening week maybe is like, he's got a calf Achilles thing, and we go, whoa. We didn't hear the Achilles. It's like, well, it's actually Achilles arthritis or tendinitis or whatever. Yeah, tendinitis or whatever it is. So he's just waiting for the inflammation to go down. He travels over to Germany, gets some treatment that isn't legal here in the United States, but isn't cheating either. It's kind of a similar treatment, but they just do it differently over there. It's supposed to happen. He comes back. They're getting on the field this week. We'll see how it goes. Nobody has an answer. And then it comes out like yesterday, well, it's actually on both legs. He's actually had this on both. And the way Shanahan kind of gave the answer, it was like no, during the time he's had it in both. I think it started in one, then you overcompensate and went to the other, but mainly one of them has just been bothering him, but he's had it in both. So I think potential other Achilles tendinitis in past, like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Yep. Maybe throughout the entirety of this thing it exists, because tendinitis can flare up whenever. Now it's also in the other one, which is probably why they're a bit alarmed or perturbed in this whole thing. How do you read this? What do you think happens here? And how bummed out are you, just like me, that we haven't seen Christian McCaffrey? And I did not expect this at all this season. I thought Christian McCaffrey was going to go. And if you listen to Schefter, who we think is pretty in the information game and all this, he drafted Christian McCaffrey in the first round of his fantasy football this year. Right away. So I think Schefter thought Christian McCaffrey was going to be, I think a lot of people did, and then this just kind of comes out of nowhere. Quite a bummer in my eyes, but how do you see it working out, JJ?
First of all, how is Schefter allowed to play fantasy football? I feel like that should be against them.
They all have that one show. Remember Vanderfield Yates, he broke his shoulder down at the fantasy football drafts tackle celebration on Sam. Nice. Everybody called him soft. He sold out.
It's a good tackle.
Yeah, I kind of have
flag,
respect
but still.
But anyways, I think it is certainly snowballed downhill here quickly. I mean, I remember that first week of the season where it was like, is he going to play? Is he not? It's a game time decision. And now to be sitting here, 4 weeks later in zero timetable for return, he's gone to Germany, which is generally never a good sign when you're over there mid-season. I think you don't want to speculate, obviously, about what happened over there, but there's been many guys that have gone over to Germany in the past, and they do successful things over there. No, I've done some similar treatments to what they do over there. I've never actually gone over there. I mean, I know Kobe's been over there. We talked about that before. So it does. There are definitely things that help with tendinitis, that's for sure. So I'm hoping that he got that, and it helps extremely quickly because the world wants to see him. But this is always a fascinating part for me with sports as well, is we put these timelines on things and we have these expectations for these guys because we're not attached to them whatsoever. We just want to see him on the field. We're like, just get back out there.
4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks.
But the person, he's going through just agony. He wants to know what's wrong. He wants to know how to make it better. Every single day he wants to make progress towards getting back on the field. Yet all he does is turn on the TV and see everybody talking about when's it going to get back? What is it? It adds this stress, this anxiety on top of you that as a player is really tough. And we do forget, because we make all the big money, because there's so much gambling on the line, because there's billions of dollars on the line, everybody wants the information, I understand. But at the same time, I do think that we sometimes forget that these guys are human, and he literally has something extremely painful going on in his Achilles. And if he could be out there in any capacity, he would be.
Godspeed, Christian CMC.
Get back soon.
Get back soon. Sooner or later for everybody. I'm joking. I'm joking.
They're a powerhouse anyway. I mean, they've obviously tripped up a little bit here and there, but I mean, that team with the talent that they have. When you even mentioned Devontae, it hadn't even crossed my mind as a potential destination. It always reminds me of that Chris Paul trade where the NBA literally blocked the trade. How come they've never done that since? How come that's never happened again?
Well, I think the fallout and the reaction of it all. What's that?
Well, because LeBron wanted to do it, so they let it happen. Now every team gets to do it.
Oh, you're talking because the Heatles happened?
Yeah, bingo. The Chris Paul was to the Lakers, right? That's the one.
That wasn't a trade, though. That was a free agency.
The NBA owned the Pelicans or whatever at that time.
Yeah, they were the acting
that was wild.
Ownership.
Talk about a wild scenario.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what? What? So exactly what?
So Chris Paul, no. Sorry. Bron, whatever you want to do.
It was a trade, though. It was free agency. Those are two different things.
Whatever. Don't care.
You're the best. Go ahead.
A little side, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they weren't cooking the books for LeBron again. Okay. Chris Paul with San Antonio, by the way, is
take their over.
He's going to get it. I know who the ball is supposed to be going to here.
Yeah. And he's going to tell everybody else who it's supposed to be going to.
Yeah, and he's not going to take any shit.
No.